To better review, so today we'll be doing an icy review on the Mr. Freeze from the Batman Para Attack line. And I can't do a Schwarzenegger or impression. Alright, so today we'll be doing this figure review on this Mr. Freeze I got from a Walmart. Very nice. These figures have just started showing up about a month ago or something like that. So very nice. It just started appearing. And this is the Ice Blast Mr. Freeze. And we'll get to why he's not at all an Ice Blast Mr. Freeze, and we'll get him out of the way. We'll quickly go over the packaging. Has a very nice picture of Batman up at the top. I don't know what it reminds me of, but like outlandish or creepy. It's quite nice bat symbol, but kind of not used to it. And on the back, we just got a nice picture of Mr. Freeze. And I forgot, there was some difference in here that I didn't notice on the figure. Some paint details, like for example, this isn't painted on the figure. Batman right here, which is the much better one because he's got this normal suit, and Chill Out Batman, which I don't know why he would say that. And it says Mr. Freeze turns a desert town into a frozen base until Batman shows up to thwart his icy villain's evil plans. And exclamation marks and his other gimmicky Batman toys I'm not a fan of, especially not this Joker attacking the box. Looks like just a thug and some kind of a clown paint, which is what he is, but he doesn't make it look good with his shark teeth. So, not a big fan of that. We'll just have it in the back for some, I don't know, some stuff. Alright, so this is the main point of the figure. I wanted to point out the box says contents: 1 figure and 2 accessories, and for the life of me I could not see the other accessories. Big surprise, it came with 3 accessories, which we'll go over. First of all, I want to say we got this Mr. Freeze because I like the designs of the characters, besides some people like the Joker and these other gimmicky ones, but the villains are quite nice. So, I like how this one was made and everything. You can see the rib sculpture or paint, my bad. The paint over this, so you can see like his chili bones inside. You can see like the tubes, very reminiscent of what the Batman looked like, with also those kind of tubes right here. And the same on the back, which just continues with like contraptions. Eventually this side does not have anything because it leads into what this would be his ice creation of an arm, which I guess he would use to pound Batman, along with all these much rubbery spikes so kids don't get hurt. But very nicely detailed. It's all translucent on the arms, at least on this. And I guess if you point some light through this, you'll be able to see through him, or some kind of a shiny blue light will come out. As well as his arm is kind of, it's rubbery for some reason. It's very rubbery, kind of like it bends easily, but it is also translucent. And they're both open for some kind of holding weapon, which we'll get to. And his legs are some kind of exhaust things for ice stuff. And just a basic black paint across and some big feet, which I'm pretty fine with. I have no problem with this, since it's just kind of an armor and the real guy is inside. And first of all, we'll take off the helmet so we can show the detail of the face. That was one of the accessories. I don't know if anybody else has pointed out. We'll just show the nice sculpt, which is a very smooth dome with some pointy things on top of ice. Get a close-up on the face. It's very nice with the goggles with shining red beams or whatever, with the white paint on top. And I don't know, he looks like he is some kind of detail, but very nice. Kind of reminds me of the Schwarzenegger or whatever. But otherwise it looks the same, and he has a little mohawk going on for him, so that's quite nice. Yeah, so it's just hollow on the inside, but you can swivel his head and just put the dome back on however you want. Oh, and it is quite tough to get it since it is basically stuck in there. There we go, that's how you twist the head, not twist it back. There you go. Okay, free motion right there, but it obviously cannot go up and down. Now we'll get to the gimmick. Okay, the accessories. I don't want to call this a gimmick because this is one of the better ones where it doesn't, like, a gimmick doesn't impede articulation. And it is very hard to get out. Oh, hold on. I'll do this off camera. Alright, so the sword blade or whatever easily comes out, and is this translucent sword piece that comes out with a little hole in between. I guess you want to put Batman's head on there or something like that. And this is the box says 2 accessories besides the removable dome. This I don't want to take it off completely, but my guess, and this could just be breaking it, or else I'm just making this up, but is that you can split this into 2 separate pieces, and 1 for each hand. Obviously you want to rip it all completely, but I don't want to do that because it creates too much noise, and it would be just to show you right now. Obviously you can put that on his hand as I showed on either hand. Mostly I like to put it on this one because this one's more trustable for gripping it. Now for articulation, before we finish this off with a size comparison, you saw his head can go up and down when you take off the helmet or the dome. Now his arms are on a swivel to go up and down. They has elbow articulation, no wrist. On both sides it's the same. He has waist articulation. They go side to side, and his legs are supposed to go back and forth, but because of the sculpting right here, they do not allow it. So basically you're stuck with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5, 6 good points of articulation, with the legs are not completely useless but not the best. But this figure does do a good job. Unlike if you know the Green Lantern figures, they completely fall down with their accessories because they're over big, but this one seems to stand up just fine. So for a comparison, we'll compare him to the Batman Mr. Freeze, which was our only Mr. Freeze so far. These were our 5-inch figures right here, so you can see the comparison. And his the Batman himself, so you can see the comparison right there. He's much taller. You probably could use him like that if you wanted to, or you can use him with a 6-inch figure, the Dark Knight Rises Batman, or at least 5.5, whatever his height is. So he's quite bigger than the normal Dark Knight Rises, which is quite nice because these figures will run you about $10, which is what a normal 3-inch Marvel Universe or Amazing Spider-Man 3-inch figures are worth. So the price is quite nice, as because usual 6-inch figures cost you around 15 to 18 bucks. So say the deal is there. So very nice. I recommend this figure if you like the design of the characters from this line, and I would give it a solid 7.5 out of 10, maybe even an 8. You?
I would give it just a solid 8.
Nice. So let us know what you think, and thank you for watching this video. And this has been Gato Perro Reviews. You're not gonna put me in the cooler.